I'm so excited I was able to go on this Whole Foods Market team member volunteer trip this year. I was lucky enough to get chosen to go to South Africa, and it's just been an amazing experience meeting team members from all different regions, all different departments, and being able to connect together in a common cause, which is Whole Planet Foundation. It's been so amazing to see what we do in stores and how that has such a profound effect on communities across the globe. In my personal experience, we were able to meet with a small enterprise foundation, which is called SEF here. And SEF is one of Whole Planet Foundation's partners that helps give out microcredit loans to women in the South African community. And we met with these women all separately in different groups, and we were able to go into their homes and to hear their personal stories about, how their microcredit loans have really changed their life and their families' lives. It was amazing to see one woman who brews her own beer and makes brooms, and she even bought cement to finish her house. Things like that, just finding out how, the money that we raise in store for Whole Planet Foundation goes directly to help these women to create a better life for them and, everyone else in their family. It was really life-changing and such an emotional experience to see it firsthand. It really closes the gap and really helps you understand, why we do this in stores and why Whole Planet Foundation exists. And it's just amazing to work for a company that supports a foundation like Whole Planet Foundation.
Hi, I'm Trudy Schwartz. I am the Chief Operating Officer for the Small Enterprise Foundation, or as we know it as SEF, S-E-F. SEF is a not-for-profit microfinance institution. We focus on women because we believe that the women are the people who can do the most to relieve poverty in their families and their communities. SEF concentrates on the poorest of the poor. We have what we call a poverty index, and we look at the bottom end, the lower half of the poorest in South Africa, the lowest income people. The loans are mainly for women to do their small businesses, and these businesses can be very small, like just someone doing sewing in her house, to some people cater for events and weddings, and other people have big tailor shops. We see ourselves not only as a credit organization, but also as a financial services, to try and assist these poor people into bridging any huge issues they have or any events that they may have in their life that puts them back financially. It's not a grant. They are expected to repay it, including interest, but there's no profit in the company. Any profits that are made are taken back into the loan fund, into reserves. So no dividends are paid to anybody. There are no shareholders in the company. It's all a not-for-profit, as not-for-profit companies do.
Another great opportunity we had on our trip was our service project. We built a creche, which is a preschool here in South Africa. So basically, there's some research that says, kids in South Africa, if they don't go to preschool, they have a much more difficult time finishing school. But the deal with preschools here in South Africa is that they're not government funded. And we got to work at a specific one in Kukenop. We got to paint, we got to buy toys, we got to play with the children, and we got to walk them up and put their little handprints on that outside wall. But it was just so amazing to see the change, in their faces when they walked into a new creche, and how just, a service project that we did in, a week's time just had really changed their life and hopefully will improve their lives for years to come. But to be able to do this with your fellow team members, it's so fun. And to know that we're all on the same page, we're all working for the same cause, it just really, it brings you closer together, and it helps you understand, why we are team members at Whole Foods Market. And I would recommend anyone to go on any team member volunteer program, because what you experience here and the fact that you can bring it back and share it with other team members and customers, I mean, that's the sort of experience that you can't learn anywhere else than out in the field. So I would definitely recommend it.
Every day